You're welcome back. It's now news coming to you live from our studios. I am Frank Komalape. Nigerians from different parts of the country have called on former head of state of Nigeria, Ibrahim Babangida, to publicly apologize to Nigerians with clear reasons while he annulled the June 12, 1993 elections. The demand was made at a special prayer service of late MQ Abiola put together by family members at his Ikeja residence to mark the June 12 Democracy Day. Our correspondent, Ibrahim, has details.
Abiola stood for
to come together and build this country so that his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren will live in a good country. And that is that. I think that is the bottom line, and that is the essence of what we are here today.
a cross-section of Nigerians at the Toyin residence of the late MK Abiola in Lagos State to mark the day said after 30 years, it is time for General Ibrahim Babangida to publicly apologize to Nigerians.
Babangida owes Nigeria an explanation. He says he's the evil genius. We know he's wily, he's gap-toothed, he's a smart guy. I like him as a person. But please, for God's sake, can Babangida explain to Nigeria what happened to Abiola and why Abiola was delivered like a ram during a festival to Asu Villa to be mindlessly killed in questionable circumstances? So I believe that it's a question that he should answer before he dies. He shouldn't carry that question to his grave. That is my honest, humble advice to him.
He said Babangida should come out, but he's still alive. He should come out and tell the whole world what was wrong with June 12. And if nothing was wrong with June 12 and he annulled it, he should come and apologize not only to Babangida, Abiola's family, but to the whole world.
The statement of Babangida, from his statement, he has acknowledged it. He also said there were powerful forces beyond him that were behind that. What I think Nigerians should do now is rally around President Bola Tinubu to actualize all the renewed hope programs.
No happy about the way how when I win the election and they said they no win, they go lock them. After night we come here and say don't die. So he paid us.
Children of late MK Abiola, while thanking Nigerians for believing in their father, said he was a true Democrat.
If President Babangida wants to come and tell Nigerians why he did what he did, good for him. The truth of the matter is we've moved on. Another president has come to right the wrong that he did. And I think that's what's important.
High point of the event was the laying of wreath on the grave of late MK Abiola by Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Obafemi Amsat. This is where the man MK Abiola was laid to rest, the man behind the June 12 struggle. Though he may have gone, but the legacies and his histories continues to live on. No wonder on a day like this, the June 12, many Nigerians gather here to pay homage, to demand they respect it so much and they believe is a true Democrat. From the residence of MKO Abiola here in the Ikeja, Lagos State, I am Ibrahim reporting for iBrandTV News.
Thank you, Ibrahim, for that report. And now, ahead of the June 13 inauguration of the 10th National Assembly, a cross-section of the seasoned journalists, media personalities in Ibadan, under the aegis of the Southwest Stakeholders Forum, have backed the candidature of Senator Sita Bonaventure for the position of Senate President. This, they say, will ensure equity and fairness, heal the wounds of the past, and genuinely accommodate the interest and yearnings of the Igbo nation. A group led by former founding editor for Tell magazine, Kolawole Ilorin, who paid glowing tributes to their preferred candidate, boasted that Senator Izunasu remains a shining example of competence, honesty, probity, and character.
In the first place, should Senate President be given to somebody who has a history of criminality just because he's a good man? The answer is no. Also, should such an exalted position be occupied by a person with history of stealing and diversion of public funds into his private businesses, which makes him to be lacking in trust, probity, and accountability? Absolutely no. With the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly fixed for coming Tuesday, 13 June 2023, we owe it a duty as the conscience of the nation to guide our distinguished senators right in choosing their leadership for the sake of Nigeria and our democracy.
We are seated here today to make this press conference or to speak to our colleagues concerning what is at stake at the Senate, because we have the interests of this country at heart. We are detribalized Nigerians, and we know what is at stake. Being a Senate president, and we want the best for this country.
And on the African scene, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni tweeted on Sunday night that he was still self-isolating. The social media statement followed rumors that he had died after contracting COVID-19. Mr. Museveni tested positive for the virus on 7th June and said the following day that he was taking a forced leave. He urged Ugandans to go for COVID vaccine and booster shots, especially for the elderly. Officials in the Democratic Republic of Congo say at least 40 people have been killed in an attack by an armed group on the camp for the displaced. A local ethnic leader in the eastern Uturi province said the number of casualties could rise as many huts in the camp had been burned down and more bodies could lie in their charred remains. The attack has been blamed on the Kodeko militia drawn chiefly from the agriculturalist Lendu ethnic group, which has a long-running feud with Hema pastoralists. He has also been blamed for an attack on Saturday in which 7 people died. And on the international scene, Silvio Berlusconi, who dominated Italian public life for decades as a billionaire, media mogul, businessman, and prime minister, has died age 86. The larger-than-life character who once compared himself to Jesus was Italy's longest-serving premier, but was also plagued by scandal. Despite being diagnosed with leukemia, he was active in politics to the end as a senator and partner in Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's right-wing government. Berlusconi also wielded huge influence through his television and newspaper interest, his ownership of AC Milan football club, and his share wealth as Italy's richest person for a decade. And now William Barr, the former U.S. Attorney General who served under Donald Trump, has said the ex-president is toast if allegations he mishandled classified documents are proven to be true. Mr. Barr criticized his former boss and said he had no right to keep the files allegedly found at his home. Mr. Trump will appear in court in Miami on Tuesday to face dozens of charges accusing him of illegally retaining classified information, but he has repeatedly denied wrongdoing. Speaking on Sunday, Mr. Barr, who was Mr. Trump's Attorney General from February 2019 until December 2020, defended the 37-count indictment made public by Special Counsel Jack Smith on Friday. The 73-year-old was once one of Mr. Trump's staunchest allies, but has been increasingly critical of him since leaving office.